Welcome to Doublekoradio. We're here talking about. Will you stop? People are gonna know we do all these jokes right before we start, and then try to keep it together and try to stay composed. It doesn't work when you start giggling. Welcome to WKO This is David giggling in the background, and I'm Poe.
What's up, guys?
And we're gonna talk about all the recent news lately that has come. What was it? PAX East or something? Somewhere?
Yeah, just PAX. PAX 2019.
PAX something? PAX World?
PAX 2019.
Is there one of those?
No idea, but it's PAX, yeah.
They came out with a trailer and a lot of footage on Samurai Shodown. And there's a lot of people. I think it was available to play over there. And a lot of people were recording themselves playing the game. It was a build that only had, I think, about 5 people to play with. But the trailer was super hot fire. Super hot.
I think it was
hotter than Earthquake's breath. It was hot fire.
Dude, I think
hot fire. You can't stop. Stop, David. Whatever you're going to say, if it's not about it being hot fire, I don't want to hear
it. I'm afraid.
Hot fire.
I think it gave me a reminiscence of, like, I'm going to be honest, and I know it might not be related, but it gave me a reminiscence. So when I saw finally Street Fighter 4 again, not the music, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, yo, this is just different. It's just crazy. I was like, yo, I was so excited when that game came out. So that's what it gave me.
So the coolest thing about this trailer, right? It's funny. The coolest thing about this trailer is we were so dry on information with this game, right? It's been like
because of fire.
It's been like no, not because of fire.
Oh.
It's been like we had one trailer that didn't show much about 2 weeks ago or something like that. Before that, was it for? No, it was like whenever the Evo thing was announced that this game was going to be one of the main games at Evo. They dropped like a 1 minute, like, trailer of the, showing the same characters and all that stuff that we already saw, like maybe like 6 months ago, some crazy amount of time like that. We haven't heard much information at all. And all of a sudden, we get this 1 minute trailer with the craziest, like, catchiest music that, like, if you watch anybody's, like, reaction video to it, half of the time they're talking about how the music's dope instead of paying attention to the trailer. And then you get dropped all the rest of the characters that we haven't seen that's going to be the launch characters. So basically, information-wise, there's going to be 16 characters on launch, right? Mm-hmm. And the ones that we had known beforehand was Homaru, Jubei, Earthquake, Nakaruru, and Galford, right? But in this trailer, they show Genjuro, Homaru's rival thing or whatever, his kin. Mm-hmm. They show Charlotte. They show Shiki. They show who hasn't been in a real Samsho game.
Samsho. Uh-huh.
Yeah. They show your boy Seven Swords Yoshitora.
That's not at all. Stop.
David's boy. I'm gonna hit you with every sword, David. Watch when he comes out. Every sword.
Powering that shit.
Yoshiro, the Kabuki guy. A big old close up of Ukyo. The fan favorite.
The best.
Tam was in it towards the end. Did one thing.
Which is, yep.
Who else? I don't know who else. Hanzo, of course, and Hanzo. Hattori Hanzo.
Glimpse. Those were glimpses.
Yeah, glimpses of all, because again, it was only like a minute and change, like a minute and 6 seconds video.
Gotcha.
So, but it was cool because the hype was all of these characters being announced and being seen that the game was going to have on launch. Mm-hmm. So for right now, there's 13 announced out of the 16, and the guys over the weekend mentioned that 3 of the characters in the game were going to be brand new, and those are basically the 3 that we're missing that we haven't seen yet. So whatever trailer we're going to see next.
Wait, so everything else is new characters?
Yep,
that's crazy.
Yep. The next 3
New
characters.
characters, but it makes me believe new characters from the series overall, or new characters because they're not part of the original cast. You get me? Because
they just said new characters. New characters, I think overall, they're making it sound like they've made them brand new, and it makes sense to me. If this is something that's supposed to, like, the timeline wise, this is supposed to have been, like, I think after Samurai 5, which is before 1. So that means most likely, I'm gonna speculate now and say that there's gonna be a new last boss, and it's not gonna be a returning last boss that we see at the end of this game, at the story mode.
Then, so this is crazy. So we're looking at is 5, 3, 4, no. 5, 3, 1, 4, 2. That's the timeline now.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that?
That's crazy.
So yeah, there's gonna be three characters are left, and they mentioned that they're working on details for what a season 1 or any kind of DLC would look like for this game. They haven't finalized anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't structured any of that on anything, right? You got no season pass, no nothing. Okay.
Yeah. So what we also learned from the game over the weekend is basically what modes it was gonna have. It's just gonna have like a mini story mode for each character, arcade mode, local versus. What we got was traditional online modes, which isn't saying much, but it's probably gonna be ranked.
Yeah,
casual,
rank story,
lobby.
Casual lobby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Training.
What was I gonna say? Every character basically has their own stage and a remix version of their old OST. So if you listen to any of the songs and they go, "Ooh, that sounds familiar, nostalgic," that is why. So
that's the thing with Summer Shodown. So you could assume that was their stage, but technically, it wasn't like fully confirmed that was their stage. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Like there were certain, like Aomoro will be in the beach with the rocks, like in the whatever, and the wave would be crashing. But technically, that could have been Ukyo's also stage or something like that, But most likely, you will fight Aomoro around that. Like Golfer, you fight him in the fisherman boatway thing,
Yeah.
But then you could also fight Genan there. Or Charlotte, you fight her in the Chapelle thing, whatever, the castle. But technically, it's not hers, I don't know. It's like it doesn't, like, it's not Ryu stage type of thing, but it's technically like, that's their stage.
Do you wonder why this dude's not in it? Genan, you said, right? Little green guy with the claw.
Animations, I would say.
You think so? I think they're racist, man.
I think it's
they gotta give this old ex Blanca man a green guy with a spinny moves.
Yeah, but think about this. The graphic that it looks. You remember how ugly Blanca looked in Street Fighter 4?
No, he was a beautiful thing to me.
Okay, well, take out your glasses from that. And he looked horrible.
He did look kind of weird. He looked kind of weird, yeah. But they can make him good now. They got good. They have a good art style.
But it's still the concept of 3D is gonna make it look bad, dude. It's just gonna look so bad.
I think, because even let's say Charlotte, right? Her design was changed a little. I did not like that character's design at all when I was younger. It's not that, dude. There's details added. There's different.
Should have bigger shoulder pads.
There's a different form. Yes, I hate big ass shoulder pads that make no sense. Yes, her armor back then looked like she was from space. She didn't look like She looked like if at her Wimpo, her jetpack would activate and she'll fly off screen.
You're gonna tell me you're not gonna be scared of a space fencer?
I'm not saying I won't be scared of it. I'm just saying that's a little too weird to be in Edo, Japan.
You're right.
So what was I gonna say? Yeah.
The stages, the music, nostalgic. I think the music was very nostalgic, especially the Nakururu one. That shit was crazy. I was like, oh, it's so good. It very hit me on that nostalgia fucking journey, as soon as I heard it. And they know what they're doing, They know that this game is not a game that it's a Street Fighter or it's a Mortal Kombat or Tekken. So they will have to fish the people that they already know the game. Yeah. And hopefully those people are going to bring others. You get me? Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So we also got confirmation that it's gonna come out in June, but there's no specific date yet. Hopefully, it's really early in June because it's cutting it really close to Evo. But right now, the guys, I'm hoping also that it's really early in June because the one of the producer guys or the developers or whatever.
Wait, June? That's next month, right?
June? No, that's like in 2 months.
That 2 months.
Yeah,
April.
Basically, like a month and a half, something like that, almost.
Okay.
Because he said the game's 100% done. It's just in the bug testing phase.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they're just testing out things with the game right now,
which
but it
is
100%.
better. Which I think that's even better than the game not being done while still doing the bug fixing.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Nah, but it scares me a little bit. But go ahead.
Scares you why?
Because if the game is already done, it still feels, based on what I see, is super bare bones, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that, well, what else do you want? But why would I play this other than other games, you know?
Yeah. You'd play it for the play style, basically. I think that's what they're mentioning. Like, this game is meant to try and fill a different type of play style that isn't being played right now in fighting games, which is like very slow footsie based thing. That the guy that they feel like can still be an esport game if people take their time to play it.
So like, funny that you say that. On Twitter, Tatsu the Wicked, he was like, yo, I'm so excited, I'm tired of guessing 50-50, I'm tired of this shenanigan gimmicks, I can't wait for Samsho and the foot seats, you know. And that's what he likes, because it'd be technically smarter, right? Like, you do those things. Foot seats basically is outsmarting and outpacing with your tools that you have, which are not much, but just enough to outreach or outsmart the character that you're fighting, you know, and that's smart. It's so rewarding when you do it.
Yeah, and what's funny is like it's kind of scary looking at the gameplay now for me, because a lot of things aren't getting punished right now because people don't know how to play, so they look a little. The game looks a little clumsy when people don't know how to play it, right? Like how Dragon Ball looks like hideous when two people are just doing whatever they want.
Ultimate Marble was in the beginning.
Yeah, like if it gets messy, like it gets ugly. If you know how to play fighting games, right? If you know how to play fighting games and you know what that fighting game offers and the mechanics and all that, right? So it looks a little clumsy right now because people don't know what they're doing. But I'm seeing so many things that are so unsafe. Or just look so unsafe, like the recovery on so many moves.
Like the heavies?
Yo, and like everything. Which is gonna be cool when we actually play it. I just hope it's not something that makes the game's pacing slow down. Cause it's already gonna be a little bit, you know, more methodical, because you're like trying to outsmart a guy when it comes to what button you press. I just hope it's not something that becomes a problem like timeouts or anything like that, because people are afraid to do stuff.
I doubt it's gonna be timeouts.
You think people are gonna YOLO it?
Not even that, bro. One counter will be like 50% of your health. And that's what the guy wants. The developer said, like, he was like abnormally large damage, you know. And think about it, that makes sense in the type of game it is. Back in the day, one slash will make the whole battle, right? Like, shing! Imagine if there was a way that if you do like because they have a parry in that game, like you expose like a reflect like in Dragon, and you reflect the character's weapon. And I think if they do a heavy, you can literally take their weapon away from them, you know? Yeah. So imagine if you do that, and if you have your POW, which is your gauge, and you hit him with a heavy, you can kill him one hit. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Like the last battle, last round.
Imagine that their only chance is to do like a really like one frame kind of parry or dodge as they do it, and it's different timing per every character, so you gotta know the matchup.
Dude, that was so good.
He parried it. Oh my god!
Dead. He's dead. Call his parents. Absolutely. No, dude, I don't think they're gonna be like with the combat mechanic.
Not for nothing. This shit's gonna be so stressful competitively.
It's gonna be fun though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
At least for us. I'm not sure for but for us,
Well, I
definitely
already
gonna be
showed DG the trailer, the hype trailer, and he says, "Yeah, it definitely looks like a game I won't play." So
Yeah.
but he's a very rushdown heavy type of fast paced action type of fighting game
Which is
player.
funny because he plays Tekken.
Well, yeah, he says I was like, when I told him to, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's more footsie based. I get it." He mentioned, he was like, "Yo, but I like Tekken." I'm like, "Yeah, you play Tekken, but you don't play it anymore."
True.
He's good at Tekken, but he just doesn't play.
Tekken is very footsie too. Yeah, but I think the game at least brings something that is not oversaturated, like you mentioned. It's not like just you rush down tag and blah blah blah.
Yeah. But
it's scary. It's scary, dude, because SNK is gambling a little bit. They just relying on the nostalgia of people buying the game, because the game has to do well too, dude. At least enough that can be supported, because this cannot be just a one buy thing,
Yeah, absolutely. And what's scary too is like this is basically their best looking game ever, and it's not looking like it's a game from this year.
I digress.
Whoa. Okay.
13.
Yeah. KOF 13 was OD. Animations were amazing. I forgot who made that video where he like said the pinnacle of fighting game animation was Kim Kefwan's pants in that game.
So good.
Oh man. So good. But yeah. Other than that, and you think about it, that game was a couple years ago. This game still looks a couple years old, like how it animates and how it looks graphically. Like the style of it is really nice. The colors, like everything looks like a painting. The backgrounds look like a painting. The characters look like a painting, like all moving pictures and stuff, right? But like there's still like an aspect to it that where the movement isn't as smooth as like a Street Fighter 5, or has subtle things like a Guilty Gear or even a Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball has really nice animations if you really pay attention to them. Smash has amazing animations if you really pay attention to them.
Smash has so many details.
Yeah, so many little details.
But then again, so they have different polygons, different things. But they still do that. I feel that maybe they did the best in time frame that they could. Because it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad.
It's definitely passable. I'll definitely be like, yeah, this looks cool. It looks cool. Exactly.
Now, and it looks better than what they showed first. First, it looked great because it's a different style, but it didn't look as good, in my opinion. Now it looks like everything's more polished, everything is more clearer.
Yeah.
The UI looks slightly better. The effects look cool. Like Genjiro does a Dragon Punch with his slice, and then you see like a geisha or something in his slash painting or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
I don't know, little things like that look great. So it looks like they fine-tuned those things. Fine. I think they need to support, man. The fighting game community needs to support these things, because if you guys are gonna keep, I say you guys because it's in general, they're gonna keep complaining about, it's the same thing, or they just keep, always the same crap, nothing new. Then when it's something new, then you need to support it. Like this thing needs to be supported, and not supported as in, hey, put all your money in there, but at least support the game and in a way that we can see more of this stuff, because they're not gonna take this risk. Yeah. No one else is gonna take this. We're like, ooh, you saw what happened with Samsho? We're not bringing back Rival School.
I know, right? Samsho, man, everybody loves it and stuff. It didn't make all of the money,
That's true.
So maybe the Darkstalkers are dead.
Oh no, my God! Things are in the coffin. And right, I think it was always a sleeper that, at least in my time, it was a sleeper that it was always there, and people played it, but it wasn't like the best. But people always knew about it. Like if you go to the arcades, people will play it. Damn, arcades, that's crazy. You go there and people will play Samurai Shodown. I will go to arcades around my school and people will play it. And it will be a game that it was still active, there. And of course it will be next to the Marvel Superhero vs. Street Fighter and type of shit.
Yeah.
Or Third Strike, when Third Strike came out. I remember Samurai Shodown 4 was there, and I was like, yo, this shit is awesome.
And it had a kind of a hard road or hard competition, because Street Fighter was already established in America, right? It came first. It came first. It got popular. It came first. If you're comparing it to Marvel characters, there's comic book. All those characters are American. Yeah. So it's harder to compete, and it was more. There was so many more fighting games around that time.
But what I mentioned, the Summer Showdown always left a trail. You know, when Street Fighter came on Super Nintendo, Summer Showdown was also on Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's something that you will rent. Damn, I'm going back, dude. So hang with me. We're going on a trip. You know.
If you guys don't know what that is, there used to be these stores that held a lot of what you would call DVDs or Blu-rays now.
Cassette, bro. Just like cassette.
They had VHS tapes, beta. What was it? Betamax.
Oh my god.
Those were the small VHS tapes that I don't know why they made them. And then you had the video games, like the little video game section, and porn. But we're talking about video games.
Yeah, and I used to rent, you know, like Summer Showdown, you know, Street Fighter or Fatal Fury. You know, it always was there. And as it kept going, it was always there. PlayStation came up. It was Street Fighter Alpha and all this stuff, and there was a Samurai Showdown, Summer Showdown 3 or something like that. Like, it always was there. Enough to be like, oh, it's a new Summer Showdown, let's play it. It might not kept it alive, but it was always there. And then left with the win, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm feeling that that's what's going to happen here. Keeping the game alive, not going to make the greatest of impact. I hope I'm wrong, but it's still going to be enough to put that thing on the mark for people that they never knew what Summer Showdown was because they're probably teenagers now, you know?
What I'm hoping is, like, with what Evo's become when it comes to how well
platform,
with how well a game does, to be honest, like right off the get-go, I hope it brings a lot more people to this game and they stick with it because it's an Evo, its first year. You know, more people go, oh fuck it, it's an Evo game. This is my first Evo. Fuck it, I'm gonna join. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna do these 5 games. You know, You know, I hope those kind of people, like, you know, enjoy the game, or the game is good enough to be enjoyed to a point where, like, the community grows and builds off of it. You know, and I hope it becomes something that becomes big, like, let's say, or sustainable, like the units community, right?
I was about to say that. Yep.
Yeah, they support their game so much that it actually became
a trending thing.
Yeah, it became something that Evo decided to pick up because of how well the community supports its own game.
Dude, that game right now, it looks like it just got relaunched.
Yeah, because it's an Evo. Like, there's so many content creators going, all right, what is this? All right, let me learn this.
Yeah, absolutely. And they will be stupid enough to not try it, because as a content creator, you need to be in the hottest thing, right? And for them to not try it already, and probably someone in their chat likes that game, they'll be like, yo, the guy that I follow is playing my game, the game that I know one played before, or something like that, you know?
And I remember when it first came out too, I was definitely hating on it. There was a lot of people liking it, a lot of people saying, "No, dude, try it. Trust me, try it. Like, it's really good." And I was just like, "Nah, I don't like the way it looks." I was being real superficial with it. Like, I was like, "Nah, I don't like the way it looks."
Yeah.
But you know, giving it a try now because it was discounted the other week for what, like $20?
Great deal, dude. Fantastic deal. Yeah. That was amazing deal, dude.
It was for $20, and David and
I man.
have played it a bit, and its mechanics make sense. Its difficulty makes sense. It feels like a fighting game, like
yeah, dude. It's fun.
Like Dragon Ball recently. What, like the even BB Tag? You know, BB Tag is cool or whatever, but like there's a steeper learning curve, which makes you feel better. Or more like a professional, to be honest, if you are good in those type of games, because there's the skill of
it's less hand holding
of learning the mechanics. Yeah, the skill of learning the mechanics and applying them are at a higher level.
Yeah, without no one holding your the game itself. If you messed up, you're like, no, you're good, you're okay, you know, type of thing. You know, like making it for you.
Yeah,
or adjusting it for you. You know. But yeah, it definitely feels great. I love it. I will say is that the announcement of Unio on Evo and them having a game already there, not too old of a game, but still being there, and getting the fruition of people buying it again helps a lot, more than they did for Samurai, because Samurai right now, Samsho, the game that they have is so old, dude. How old is that game? Like 7 years old?
Which one?
10 years old? It's 6? Summer Showdown 6? whatever the fuck
Nah,
it
the
is.
one they've been having at Evo as a side tournament is 5 special.
No, that's a side. The one, so so they now like Samsho for Evo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Samsho is gonna be an Evo. But if you try to go back and hey, let me go on the PSN and let me play a game that's gonna be relatable to this.
It's 5.
How old is that
it's
game?
5.
Yeah, how old is that game, dude?
It's 2004, I think.
Look at that. I don't know how to do.
So it's even.
That's old.
It's definitely almost like 15 years.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So it doesn't help them
because nobody's gonna count Samurai Shodown Sen. I think that one was after.
No. That one is the one that didn't even want.
Yeah, nobody talks about that game. It had cool design characters though. The newer ones, they look cool.
Stop.
Some of them look cool.
Stop.
I want the Black Samurai J.
They all look like creator characters.
Cool. Nah, son, you crazy. We're looking through all those characters later after this. So
remember when I mentioned to you the PlayStation 1 that they had the generic, the summer show? I don't remember the name. And I was like, yo, look, this is the character. It was all blocky. It looked like a mantis.
I don't remember.
We talked about this couple of casts before, and they were like, that's a character? Yeah. I was like, yes. So ugly. But yeah, that's the thing that has not going well for them, and it's kind of scary for them too, not having people can go back now to get the hype going and play that and buy that. They don't have that right now. So, maybe a beta, like you mentioned, will be very helpful, man.
Yeah. Beta test, people get used to the game. Maybe put fucking the old Samsho games on sale, like Unio went on sale.
Right? Yeah, it's still too old. It's too old.
Yeah, but fuck it. People actually go on.
Too old.
Yeah, right, too. It's too old. People.
But if they do a beta, they can get a lot of feedback on what people want. And even though they have an idea what the game is and how they want to go about it, at the end of the day, I'm normally not to say this, but at the end of the day, you got to make a profit, man.
Yeah.
And if maybe they tweak certain stuff to what the community wants to do and meet them halfway towards your vision, then I think that would be best, man. I think that would be best. They're doing that with Mortal Kombat. People whine and cried about everything, but one of the things they cried about was the dash mechanic being so slow, and they did a patch, and now it's way faster.
Yeah, but these guys got to be open to change stuff, though. Because, like, right now, let's say the closest thing to a gripe, I would say, is the game's pace, right? People got to play it to really see if the pace is actually slow.
Or you need a beta.
Or if you actually just got to learn the game. But if, people learn the game and they still go, yeah, it's a little on the slow side, maybe they can speed some stuff up. Or just little tweaks, absolutely. Like any kind of quality of life tweaks to the overall game itself. Not the characters, you don't want to fuck around with characters too much right now unless they have something like completely broken.
Yeah. Game breaking thing, yeah. I'm excited. I want to see more. I think I can't wait. For me, it sounds like too far for it.
Yo, bro, like when I said broken, right? This is random. Don't listen. But like, imagine a cooking fighting game, right? Is Gordon Ramsay broken?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, would it be upsetting if he wasn't?
You couldn't use him.
What if he was like Beerus in the game, like where he's just like mid tier?
He's godlike, but then he's mid tier. No,
he's
you
like,
can't use him.
His mechanics don't make sense in the game.
He's not made for this game.
Why is Gordon Ramsay B tier?
He's not made for this game.
Anyway, I'm really excited about Samsho, and I want to actually run by you later on some content ideas I have for the game, because I think I want to, we do podcasts every now and then, but I think I want to support this game a little bit more, especially if I really, really enjoy it, because it just looks like a game I would really enjoy in a pace that I enjoy in fighting games, and a kind of neutral that I enjoy in fighting games. Like the part of fighting games that I really enjoy, I think there's more of it in this game. So, like, if you're down to with the ideas I have that we'll discuss later, then these people have a lot more content.
I am down. I just also looking forward to the netcode, which they haven't tested.
That is the most, actually, I forgot to bring that up. That is the most dangerous track record SNK games have had.
Dude, and they fixed it with SNK. Wait, King of Fighters, sorry. Unbearable netcode for the latest King of Fighters. Took them a while. They did a big overhaul patch. Netcode was great. Fantastic. Like day and night. Like how Combat X had horrible netcode. They fire whoever they fire. They put a nuclear power plant there. And
they hired 5 janitors instead of 1.
Yep. And now everything ran incredibly.
Did it? I don't remember that. I remember it being better. I don't remember it being like super.
No, it was playable. It was great. Like people could actually play, and people could actually literally play the game consistently because of it. Yeah,
that's awesome. Because I remember 13 was a wash. It was like a complete wash, and I wasn't going out for tournaments for that game because that shit was hard.
Dude. Yep. So I'm hoping that either whatever they did on King of Fighters, something similar like that, bring it over here, or even better. Because it seems right now they're very confident in what they're bringing. Yeah, which is great. But nowadays, entitled people and all this stuff, you see. I'm looking forward to it.
Any characters you're more, from what you've seen, any characters you're really looking forward to trying out?
Ukyo, definitely. I want to see the changes. I want to see if they have, obviously, the apple slice that he has. I want to see if he has the Phoenix from part 1 that he throws when he jumps.
Nah, fuck that. It's cheap.
Nah. I want to see that. And I also, hopefully, crossing my fingers that they have the bust versions of the characters.
I don't think that'll happen now.
Hoping. I am hoping.
I don't think that they have that. That'd be crazy.
I'm hoping for that because at least it's more meat into the game. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just hoping that they have the bust character. And they always had them since they introduced them. I'm just saying. Yeah. Just please bring them. Because they bring more personalities, a lot of things. I like that even, I know we're quoting, but into putting stuff into the game, I hope they keep adding or they keep that essence. When the match starts, they say a lot of shit. Like in guard, they say the name of the characters before they fight. They say the round, and then they say, are you ready?
Yeah, whatever that is.
But you can skip it.
Can or can't?
Great. You can. Yes, you can.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Which is great. I wouldn't skip it, but still, it's great that they still have it there. And they're like, hey, if you skip it, you skip it, you know? You want to be a jerk, but then you skip it. But I think I want them to keep that S and keep that vision. But then if they do that, then they bring the bus versions too, because that's part of the game. I want to see the bus versions of the characters in this game. Bus version means that they had an alternate version of the same character.
Guys, it sounds like Buzz, but he's saying bust.
There you go. B-U-S-T.
Bust.
And then basically it's a version, the same character, different color palette on top of that. And then that character will be technically the more serious version of your main character, or the character that you're picking. Yeah. And then certain moves will not have from the primary one, but then it will have like an enhanced version of the other ones or even newer ones.
Was there a Slash version too in one of the games or a couple?
Yeah, Slash and Buzz. Yeah, Slash will be the regular one. And
okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Well, soon, like any DLC
wish list. That's a DLC characters.
Yeah, I want Big Ugly Monster with the big long name because everybody hates him.
The ninjas.
The
ninja
fire guy.
Yeah, because cool. even if some people like him or don't like him, someone out there that doesn't know the game be like, yo, pick the fire guy, pick the water guy, you know. And I want more stuff like that to people, you know, go into the game.
And they're youthful characters too, so bring more of the youth.
They can make him very Nardo, you know, and all that stuff, you know. Oh, by the way, yes. Do you have anything else? This is my closing statement.
All right, closing statement.
Know. I'm about to drop the mic. You asked me, who would I want as a DLC character, or who would it make sense?
Oh God! Don't say Noctis again.
Who has a sword? Not. He has a sword, and he teleports with the sword.
You know what I love?
Samurai shoulder.
You know what I love? That the app that we're using just totally fucked up your audio on that.
Oh, okay, good. Noctis, bro.
Because it was like, get the fuck out of here with that. Nah, he doesn't fit.
It doesn't matter.
They make Noctis. Him Noctis with a outfit like if he was from that era.
Or bring Guts.
You know, like how they changed that dude from Tekken.
Oh my God, Negan
to be in the Naruto game.
Yeah,
the brother.
Oh, Lars.
Lars Alexander.
He looked pretty dope, bro. They could bring Guts.
Nah, bro, that's too much. That's too much.
One slash will kill you.
I can't play anybody else. That's too much. I look at the man. I can't play anybody else. And I gotta change my handle to Guts something.
XOXO.
Oh, you seen that new player, Guts and Butts? He sucks.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's all.
it.
Thanks for listening, guys. Hit the subscribe if you enjoyed what
Like,
you heard.
subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let me know who you're looking for.
Yeah, let us know who you're looking forward to. You could curse me out for choosing the big ugly monster guy that eats people as a DLC.
Kenan.
Nah, dude, that's not him. Kusa, Kiara, Mari, Raru. Like, it was a really long name. I don't remember.
That guy's hard.
The huge guy, the huge red dude with the skull.
No. We're good.
I like his normals, man. I like what I need to buy the old game so I can play him for no reason. Just waste money. Just waste money.
Just throw it out.
And stream it. Nobody watches because it's that game.
It doesn't let you stream. Doesn't have streaming capability.
I'll make the title. It's Fortnite. I swear.
Bait.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.